Hello guys. The topic of my speech is anxiety in teenagers. Some of you may not know what anxiety is, so allow me to explain. It is mental disorder that causes nervousness, fear, apprehension, and worrying in the people affected by it. These disorders affect how they feel and behave. Anxiety is a normal part of growing up, but most children is only a phase, temporary and usually harmless. But if they have developed an anxiety disorder, they will experience fear, nervousness, and shyness for most of their lives. Anxiety disorders affect one of out every 8 teenagers in the world. Most of the time, these young men and women also struggle with other disorders like depression, eating disorders, and attention deficit hyperactive disorder. Among others, along with the anxiety is also often social anxiety, a branch of the general disorder. This produces extreme fear, panic attacks, sweating, and nervous tics in the victims when exposed to social events. They will most often be extremely shy and awkward looking, but that's because they are actually absolutely terrified. Anxiety also affects teenagers in school. It will affect them in their potential and often grades will drop. Motivation will be gone and they will skip school as often as they can. In our school, one thing that is overlooked much too often in mental disorders such as this. They are not treated properly and teens with this problem are blamed of their bad grades. If we don't make a kid with a broken leg run PE, why make a teen with social anxiety present an oral speech? I believe that we should first have proper diagnosis and treatment in the school of such disorders before we force children to do something that they are physically too able to do. If any of you suffer from anxiety disorders of any kind, I suggest that you take the right steps to treat it. It's not always curable, but panic disorders, nervousness, and nervous tics could diminish significantly. You might wonder that what I mean what I say. Nervous tics, they're a spasm of muscles caused by nervousness. For example, eye twitching, lip biting, shivering, and irregular breathing patterns are all nervous tics. As we can see, anxiety is a huge problem. It affects 8% of today's youth, but studies show that only 18% of them have been diagnosed and treated. I hope this speech has helped you think about the consequence of anxiety and also how to be more respectful and flexible to people dealing with it. Forcing someone with anxiety into situations that make them uncomfortable and not treatment. Instead, it is torture for the person. So, in conclusion, anxiety is something that we should all keep in mind and look out for. Let's revolutionize the disrespect people with mental disorders receive. Thank you for listening.